Well, today we're going to do a little testing. We're going to soak this log in water for a couple hours and see if the bark peels off a little easier. And if that works out, I have a 55-gallon drum. I'm going to cut the top. When I get some logs that have been cut, in the fall where the bark sticks, I'm going to soak them half at a time for a couple hours and see if it works. If this works, it'll work in the 55-gallon drum half at a time. It's 12:30. This log's been soaking for 2 hours. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the drill knife works better. It's been soaking for 5 hours now. 5 hours. Let's see how it works. I purchased some hickory logs from a local tree guy, and I scraped off the bark because here we are, it's November, and the bark is like glued on. If I got this in the spring, the bark would peel off. So there's a lot of spots and all here, and when you look at the side, you see this here? This would normally peel off. I'd be able to peel this off and I'd have a pristine back for the bow. So what I did was I tried soaking it, firewood, in a bucket of water, submerged for hours and hours and hours, and it didn't loosen up the bark. So now, today, what we're going to do is we're going to try and steam these for an hour and see if I can peel this off, okay? It's worth a shot. Okay, don't mind my voice. I have a little sinus infection going on there. We're going to take that out now at 40 minutes. And we're just going to see if I can get that back to peel off. All right? I mean, we're experimenting, so let's see if 40 minutes does it. I'm going to use a chisel. I'm able to shave it off, believe it or not. Get the draw knife and just try to draw it. Definitely working out. I just had to be a little more prepared Okay, it works, but I wasn't prepared. What you got to do is have your, however you're going to, whenever you take the bark down and use either a draw horse or a sawhorse or whatever you attach the stave to, that's what you got to have ready when it comes out of the steamer. You got to attach it to whatever's sturdy and use a draw knife to take it off, and it'll work. So, unprepared, just trying it. I got it back in the steamer. We're going to let it go another 20 minutes. And I'm going to put it right on the sawhorse, ratchet it quick, and take it off. Okay, I threw it in for another 10 minutes real quick. And I'm going to scrape this off now, see how it comes off. Comes off really nice now. Look at this. Not quite as good as in the spring, but it comes off. Look at that, see? That's how it's supposed to peel off. Look at that, isn't that wonderful? Okay, look at that. Beautiful, right? We save the back. Okay, steaming works. Okay, a couple of things. This drainage pipe here that I bought, you see it has the black inside. This came like in a 12-foot length, okay? And I just cut a piece 38 inches and have the dowels in this one here. And that cap with the fitting on it goes in here and a screw goes on just to make it a little more stable. But I just have it placed on the remainder of the tube, that end cap with the fitting, so I can steam the bark, all right? And I forget what you call it. I don't know if it's the cambium layer, whatever that is underneath the bark, and peel it off with the draw knife, okay? So I have that tube going with the Wagner now, and we're going to take it out in a little while, and we're going to steam it. But I wanted to just tell you, you know, that if you buy this, you know, PVC is very heavy and expensive. And this drainage pipe with the black inside is what I'm using to steam these, you know, to steam the bark off. So that's my setup. We're going to pull it out. It's been about a half an hour. We're going to pull it out, a new stave, put it on, tighten it up, and try and scrape it off. And if it's not enough, then I'll put it in for more. Just a little update. You have to look at the Wagner steamer, the water level, because like I have it on my driveway, which is pitched a little bit, and when it gets about that much, it shuts off. So I wanted to the end to check, you know, I was going to take it out and scrape the bark off, that layer off, and it was cold. And I went, okay, I didn't pay attention, and the water got too low and it shut off. So I filled it up, and then once it starts, we're going to leave it in for a half hour, and then we'll take it out and I'll scrape the layer off. But anyway, I'm kind of happy because it's the winter now, even though it's pretty warm, it's the winter now. And you know, we're in November, and I'm able to get some staves, and take the bark off, that layer off, get them down to some nice wood. I could lightly sand the back of the bow, it'll be fine. And I'll have some staves prepped for when I make more bows, you know, or people want to make bows. So it was worth it to me. It's worth it to me to do a little extra work in the winter. And if you can get a stockpile of wood in the spring where you could just peel that back of the bow off, you know, it's worth it. Get a stockpile in the spring when it's easier to take the bark off, and then you'll have wood to play with all winter, all right? But I'm doing it the hard way, but it's okay, because sometimes in life, the hard way is the only way. And I'm happy to, I'm going to get maybe 4 staves. And you see that big log in the trailer? I'm hoping to get 2-3 bows out of that if I'm lucky. So half an hour, we'll scrape it off. It's been 30 minutes. tell you, it's working. It's a lot of work, and it's better to get your staves in the spring when it's soft and it comes off. All right, I gotta let this go a little longer and remove the rest of it. Here we go. I think I'm just going to use the draw knife because the peel in it really shreds too much. I got it all heavy. There's some gouges. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to, after it cools off, what I'm basically going to do is try and get it to that growth ring. But get peeling off all that bark. When it starts going, don't do what I did and grab it and peel it. It's better to use the draw knife and slice it off, because I got a couple of deep gouges. As I peeled it off, the cambium kind of peeled off some wood. Maybe because it's soft and steamed. But we're going to let it stay. And when it reaches a normal moisture content, I'll go over and I'll finish it with a draw knife. But I'm not going to peel it up anymore. It's lesson learned. Even when I'm wrecking wood, I'm learning, okay? Use the draw knife, and if you start getting the wood to peel up, the cambium, do not pull it, because the wood underneath will stick to it. It's better that you slice through it with a draw knife and don't peel it. I ruined one stave by making deep depressions, okay? Just slice it and don't peel it. And if it looks like it's going to peel, don't go no further. If I was to peel this, it'll leave deep depressions. Okay? So this is it. I'm going to do it like this here. This was cooking for only a half hour. Okay? Learn by my mistakes. This is all experimental here. You do it for like a half an hour. Once again, draw knife, bevel down. Okay? Nice and easy. You can look on the edge, the side, and see where the cambium is. Okay, and that's it. Just leave it. Leave it. Let it dry up or do whatever it's got to do for a couple of days, and then come out and attack it. But definitely, once you start pulling it, you're going to want to grab that and peel it off, thinking it's like in the spring. And all you're going to do is do what I did and ruin the stave. Because you peel it off, and the wood that's underneath is so soft from steam, and peels off, and you have big crevices. All right, so that's it. It works. Steaming works like a half an hour, and have a sharp draw knife bevel down, and look at the edges. Get it down so you get rid of that. You know, I hope I'm saying it correctly. The cambium there, right underneath the bark, and then leave it. You can always sand it and use, you know, cabinet scrapers or whatever too. So my experiment is for your gain. Okay, the last one. Once again, no tearing, cut it with the draw knife. It looks like there's more cambium on this side. Softens it up nice enough that you can take it down. And a sharp draw knife so I'm not tearing nothing. Okay. We'll slide it down and finish up the other end. So out of this I got 2 experimental ones that I kind of messed up a little bit with tears, and I'll have to follow a growth ring if I want to keep them. And then I have 2 that seem to work out, like this one and the other one, where I steamed it and I made sure I didn't pull nothing up. I used a sharp draw knife to cut it off as it was soft. It didn't tear nothing. Okay. I'm looking at the edges and I can see the cambium, and I'm just trying to go down to it so I get a nice clean cut. And once again, if it starts tearing, I'm going to stop. It's like it's shredding now, so we're going to just leave it. Okay, that's it for this one. Gotta know when to stop. I'm not tearing it, took it off, It's a little thick over here though. Still a little thick over there. Take down a little bit. I could always use the cabinet scraper. Just gonna take some of the thickness down. You see that brown edge? Okay, good enough. Gotta know when to stop. Alright, so the bottom line is I will avoid at all costs getting staves in the winter. In the spring is the best time because of the bark will peel off, it's less work. But if you have to get some wood and make a bow for something, or a project for someone, for yourself, steaming it is an option. You steam it for that half hour, 40 minutes, and then carefully remove that cambium layer. And what I did originally was I took down all that heavy loose bark. And then I trimmed them. And you'll be surprised that you could get a log and trim it with even a circular saw to get it to be like a 2x2 or 3x3. But once again, if you never work with power tools, don't. You know, you can go find somebody, like I said in prior videos, that has a big shop that really knows woodworking, not just a guy that works in his backyard. Find some guys that's got a big shop and tell them, hey, can you show me how to work some of these tools? I'll pay you. And that's the best advice I can give you. So anyway, we got these here, like 2x2s, maybe a little bigger, 2.5 by 2.5 staves. And these will probably make a nice bow. I got 2 of them that will work out fine, and 2 that I'll have to follow a growth ring or firewood or smoker. Put them in the smoker and smoke some meat on them. So that's the end of this little experimental video today. Figure if I'm going to waste my time, I'll show you wasting my time. But I never seen any videos. I heard people say that, oh, to put it in the shower. Put the stave in the shower and the steam will get it soft enough. Let me tell you, I cooked that in a steam pipe. And it took every bit of half an hour to soften that bark up. You'd have to take one hell of a shower to loosen up that bark, all right? I just can't see it being done. So anyway, that's my adventure in bark removal. All right? If you have really a better way of removing this wood other than just working hard with a draw knife, post it in the comments so I can see and learn. All right? Have a good day. Watch my other videos on Bare Bow Joe. Thanks for watching.